Welcome everybody to the 9th episode. Happy Monday. How's everyone doing out there? Welcome. What's up, everybody? Woo! Gotta celebrate. It's another beautiful day. It's the 9th episode. Yeah. Sorry, I had conflicting music going on there. It's the 9th episode. Here we go. It's Lumberjack and he's on the flow. Oh. All right. Welcome, boys and girls. It's your host, Sam DJ Lumberjack. Chillin'. Hope everyone's doing well out there. And yes. It was the 9th episode. It's the 9th episode. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just trying to get my shit together. Yeah, yes, here we go now. So if I put it up there, it'll look. Oh, whoops. Don't want the logo. Yeah, I want the logo off. And I want the YouTube off as well. Just figured. Yeah, there we go. All right. Sam DJ Lumberjack. There I am. I am the executive producer of Viral Media Network. And if you want to find us on Instagram or our webpage or Facebook, you can do it right there. Check that out. Viral Media Network on Facebook, viralmedia.network on Instagram. Anyone watching out there? Uh-oh. All right, so here's what I got for the show today. I'm just arranging on Instagram because I can't really simulcast right now from Instagram and YouTube. I'm working on that. Let's see what I can do here. I just want to go to my settings and make sure that this is pushing to Facebook on here on my Instagram. So please bear with me. Facebook. So here's what we got going on the show. I got some thoughts I'm going to start off with. And then I want to highlight a business that's really paying it forward in the time of coronavirus and COVID-19. I'm going to do a quick audio check to make sure this is good. Yeah, everyone can hear me. Cool. All right, Viral Media Network, that is sweet. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go back live here. All right, we are now live, simulcasting on Instagram as well. And I'm going to set that up. How can I set that up? See, I'm charging the phone, so it's kind of hard to put the phone up and charge at the same time. But, oh, that's actually a good idea. Let me do that. Boom, in this cup holder. Oh, hey, there we go. A little tilted, but so am I. All right. Actually, let's put this over here. No, let's just not tempt fate. Okay, back in the swing of things. So once again, I'm Sam, DJ Lumberjack. Here's all the stuff where you can find me. Hopefully you are liking this stuff and you're already following us on YouTube, Viral Media Network 415, right here. So thank you very much. And that's really it for now as far as getting that out of the way. But here's what I want to start with. First of all, shout out to the first responders that are working hard in the hospitals and all the employees deemed essential. I know that can break down to mail workers, delivery workers, people working in restaurants, food service, hospice care, any kind of health care. I have a neighbor that was just telling me today she works in social services. And thankfully, she said there's only about 5 people in the office, so I think that's pretty good about being able to keep a social distance. Um, sorry, 6 feet minimum distance is what I meant. But of course, everyone working at grocery stores and things like this, we treated ourselves last night to Luca's, simply because we've been cooking a lot, and they had a special going on. So shout out to Luca's in Oakland. And they had some great food for us, and small businesses like that need our support. So I'll share some good news about that in a little bit about my personal life, because as I had mentioned before in this vlog, I had lost all my work because I work in sports broadcasting. So that has changed, but I'll get into the details later. Sorry, I'm just adding some graphics here. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. But anyway, so getting back to essential workers, liquor stores. Liquor stores are essential. I mean, I personally like it because, like, hey, I can go get a beer and I'm not like strapped, and I don't have to run to a grocery store and wait in line with everyone else getting groceries. But like, I guess in certain areas, where they so-called food deserts, these are the only places that you can get anything fresh or anything available to folks. So, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but it's pretty interesting how that kind of plays out. I saw some meme that said something like, okay, in the 1920s, we went as far as to ban alcohol in the whole abolition period, and now alcohol is deemed, or not necessarily alcohol, but liquor stores that sell alcohol are deemed essential businesses to stay open. So that's just something I was thinking about over the weekend. I also had notes that I put on an app on my phone, but I actually wrote them out, and I have been taking notes on every show. I have show notes for every episode. As disorganized as it may seem, I do have show notes. What it may seem like unorganized, as you can see here, this is the OBS software. So I recommend anyone that's interested in doing this kind of live feed or webcasting, and they want to integrate multiple graphics and screenshots and all this kind of stuff. OBS is a great all-in-one. There's other more hardware, more robust stuff like TriCasters and Blackmagic systems. But to do it kind of one man or one person, one woman shop, all in one, OBS is great. Just OBS. Check that out. It's free download, and I think there's a payable option, but I'm using this for free right now, so I want to shout them out. Thank you so much. But I believe that writing things down, there's like a brain process of, whether or not you're typing it out or whatnot. But for me, I'm old school, scripting it out, I can kind of process it better and be able to talk about it more. The other thing I wanted to touch on is parents. I'm a new parent. My daughter's almost 1. We're not used to childcare because we haven't done any of that. We've been able to share the load pretty well. But I know a lot of people are dealing with childcare issues, and so they have their kids at home all the time, and they might still have to work from home. So managing that, and I just want to know from you out there, if you leave a comment or drop me an email, let me know how parents are coping with this whole situation. I think that it's tough. It depends on the partnership you have with your partner or your co-parent. Maybe you have grandparents, maybe you have siblings that can help, aunts and uncles of the kids, that kind of thing, neighbors, or a lot of times people live in a community where there's play dates and co-parenting outside of each house. But how does that work in the COVID-19 shelter in place? So these are the kind of questions I had. And that's, I'm starting to formulate the format of this show. Originally it was just like, hey, way more free formed, what I'm going to talk about. But now I'm kind of coming into subjects and segments of the show. So the first part of this show is just about kind of just quick bullet, like things I've been thinking of over the weekend or between the time I last did the show. So this show is done live every day, every weekday at 1 o'clock. Sometimes it's a little later based on configuring the feed and the stream and all that kind of stuff. And if I have to do, because I share the childcare with my wife, so we trade off if I have to, stay with the baby a little bit longer or whatnot. So trying to be as regular as I can at that 1 p.m. live stream, because it is live, and I don't have a whole lot of people watching. I know there's just a few, which I really appreciate. So please like, subscribe, share. Like and subscribe, share, comment. And again, if you need to know where to follow, you can simply go here to YouTube, Viral Media Network 415. Or if you want to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, we're media_viral. I don't have a graphic for that, but, there could be worse things in the world. But our website is viralmedianetwork.com. And on Facebook, it's just Viral Media Network, all 3 words. And then on Instagram, if you're watching here, viralmedia.network. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, in case you didn't see it at the top of the show, this is vlog episode 9. Yay! Just trying to highlight the graphics. You can't see it on Instagram, but hopefully I can integrate that so you can see the same feed going on. We'll get rid of that. That's a little distracting. So going back to, I want to share with you. Let me find this, bring this up. Specifically, what my website looks like. All right, so this is my website, and this is just a landing page. You can check out our portfolio here. These are some of the clients we've worked for, some of the services we do. We do audio production. There's me doing the hiking video. Am I clicked on audio? I haven't clicked on audio. It's loading. So, we do broadcast audio, field boom operating, field mixing, music production, live events, and there's a link here to DJ mixes, and here's some original tracks on SoundCloud. So this is the DJ Lumberjack area. Here it is, and so DJ Lumberjack, you can check out some of the songs. Yeah, I just want to show some of the quote-unquote cover art. A lot of it's just random images I selected, but you got this right here. So yeah, there's some beats that I made. Here's some video services we do. Music videos, performance, promotional, testimonials. We do instructional and industrial videos, educational, web shorts, series, podcast. And you can check out the Variety Society YouTube page or Viral Media Network YouTube page. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Of course, we do live streaming, podcasts. Here's the section shows some segments of the Variety Society we did about 10 years ago as a live late night talk show that we did. So check that out. And that's simply viralmedianetwork.com. Let me bring that site up real quick. Oh no, I had that up. I'm tripping. Yeah, viralmedianetwork.com. And this is under the Variety Society tab right there. You can see, and then you can contact us right here on this tab. So yeah, that's our website. I'm going to highlight a YouTube video in a little bit there, but I got off topic because I had a couple more I had a couple more topics to talk about in the beginning segment. But hey, like I said, this thing is evolving, um, and we're moving on. So, uh, again, getting back to the top topic at the front, how are parents coping? Um, I like the esoteric kind of cathartic way of writing things out when I'm doing notes. And are liquor stores deemed essential businesses? You tell me. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Um, the stimulus package passed over the weekend, or I believe it was Friday. And just for the record, I'm not trying to make this a I'm not trying to make this a political show, but these are just things that have happened and things that I'd like to talk about and discuss um, on the show. So it's total of $2 trillion. Some of it's for big business and corporation, and some of it's going to actual people. Um, and everyone's basically going to get whatever you might get on unemployment plus $600. So I think that's really good. Uh, I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if that's going to. There's a lot of temporary jobs going around. Like if you want to work, you could get hired at Safeway or any grocer or Sprouts or Trader Joe's because they are deemed essential, and everyone's doing this hoarding stuff and just feeling like they have to buy so much stuff. They need more staff. So you could work tomorrow there, or you could go on unemployment. So there's kind of a mix up there. But I think the stimulus package in general is a good thing. I wanted to touch a little bit about the media hype because obviously, I'm in the media. I'm doing a vlog here, but I'm talking about the mainstream media, the news media, covering the coronavirus. There is a bit of a hype going on. I think it is a serious thing that we all need to look out for. I think the shelter-in-place stuff is a good idea. But the numbers they are promoting and the sort of imagery they're promoting is not really reflective of what's specifically going down. I think that's a good thing that it's not the reality. And I'll explain that in a sec. But I also think that the reason they're doing this is because they don't want the numbers to spike. So they're using scare tactics and hyping it up so people know not to just disregard it. So I think it's important. Obviously, there's multiple levels all across our economy and society that are affected. Schools, churches. We're still getting the mail, so God bless essential workers like the postal worker or anyone that's still working during this time that's exposing themselves. Hopefully, they're staying protected. But yeah, so the news media is hyping it up a little bit, but I think we just all need to be smart about it and maybe not completely shut ourselves out of the outside world, but really just hunker down and also use this as a time to just come together as a family and other things I've talked about on this blog are, do that hobby you've always wanted to do, learn that recipe you've always wanted to do, clean that corner of the house that just piles up with junk. You know what I mean? So there's something in this that we can take and make it a positive situation. Speaking of some positive stuff, I found out on Friday after I did the Friday vlog, after I went live, that the company I work for, now technically my employer is a crewing agency that has a contract with NBC Sports Bay Area and NBC Sports California. But long story short, the broadcast company that I work for, that I do my work for, oh, that's supposed to touch my face. NBC Bay Area has committed to paying for the games that we got canceled on up until April 15th. So I've got a little bit of breathing room, and I'm still at home not working, but they felt it strong enough that they want to make sure that the people that that work for them are taken care of at least for a little bit, and kudos to them. So I just wanted to in case you don't know, NBC Sports Bay Area, here's their website. It's just nbcsports.com/Bay Area. I'm sure if you go to /California, that's the other feed. Kareth, Bob Fitzgerald, they cover the Warriors, Greg Papa, Kalena Azabuki, those guys. That's the broadcast company that I work for the most. Anyways, they've committed to pay for all the jobs that we've lost up until April 15th. So I just want to say thank you. My direct contact there is Joe Washington. So thank you so much, Joe Washington, and everyone else out there that made that decision and decided on that. So God bless you. That's not the inspiring story of the day. That is very inspiring. That's a personal thing, but I wanted to go out there. That's a little bit more, doesn't affect me directly. But if you know Columbia Sportswear, they make a lot of like rain jackets and things like this. And outdoor wear, sportswear. The CEO, his name is Tim Boyle, and he has committed to reducing his salary to $10,000 a year annually. So all of his retail employees receive regular pay. Now they don't get paid that much, but at the same time, if he's committed to that, hopefully that'll catch on for other employees. I already talked about Texas Roadhouse doing similar things, and Cheesecake Factory refusing to pay rent. So I left this link in the descriptor. It's really a long link, but basically, if you go to the Oregonian, and because that's where they're based out of Portland, I think. But he basically had a press release. Beaverton is where their headquarters are at. He's essentially limited his own salary while regular paychecks continue to go out to employees, including those who work at the company's temporary shuttered retail stores. Because a lot of those stores are closed down. They're not deemed essential, right? They're not deemed essential like liquor stores. So that's kind of sort of the hypocrisy of America, right? Liquor stores are deemed essential, but companies that provide really good weatherproof, waterproof gear, because someone that's homeless that doesn't have a place to stay, they might need some of that gear to survive. I think they make tents. Do they make tents too? But they make backpacks. They make rain gear, jackets. All sorts of clothing. Anyways, so kudos. That's a very inspiring story. Check out the link in the descriptor for the art if you want to read the full article. Let me move on here. 7 minutes of magic. All right, let me. Please humor me for a sec while I download this. I wanted to share on Friday. I talked about. I gotta minimize this, I think. I talked about 7 minutes of magic. Sorry, I'm just going to open these up, and we're just going to see how this rolls. Yeah, this will work. That's Rob ready. No, I don't want that. Oh, that one's still open. Okay. Yeah, this will work. I guess it's just how, I guess if I stretch it, that won't work. Okay. Which is the first one? I think this is the first one. Is this the first one? Yeah, that's the second one. All right. Sorry, I'm bringing up the videos that are that shows the 7 minutes of magic, which is okay. That's the one. All right. So boom, 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 boom. Okay, sorry for the delay there. Let me take this off. So basically, I recorded myself doing the 7 minutes of magic. Now, if you want to go to the YouTube page, the guy's name is Lee Holden. He has this book that I follow. And I want to share with you how it looks like for just a regular kind of person like me to do it. But basically, it's a mixture of like it's Qigong, but it's kind of like yoga, stretching, Pilates. And there we go. So here we go. All right, so here I am in my living room. I hyperlapsed it, but basically you start off, you stretch your back, you hug your knees, and then you do a little bit of this bicycle. Then you do a combination of downward dog and cobra pose. You do each. And then you do 7 push-ups. And then you work on your legs, stretch your legs in the different position. Of course, my cat got in the way, so I had to stop the recording and get to the other one here. So stand by. Let me switch to the other. Let me switch to the other video here. Boop, there it is. And so this is the rest of the routine. So you can see this is sort of stretching, but it's sort of like faster Tai Chi. Of course, this is sped up. And then you kind of shake yourself off. And then I don't know if you've seen anyone in the park that sort of like pats themselves down like that, but that's a way of, kind of like you pat yourself down, you start to loosen the muscles up. So check out Lee Holden, 7 Minutes of Magic. His YouTube channel is Exercise to Heal. I have that in the descriptor too of this video, so make sure to check that out. And we're still rolling along. It's almost been a half hour, so I'm going to sign off here soon. I'm going to wrap up here with, I'm going to show you a video that I want to highlight from our YouTube, and then I'm going to have some YouTube recommendations, and then I've got the book recommendation of the day. So with that, if you go to our Viral Media Network 415 page, that again is here, so stand by. Viral Media Network 415, and the one I wanted to share with you is here. Let me bring that up, so just stand by. It's called Hip Hop Kung Fu Theater. And what it is it's basically a takeoff of it's a takeoff of Mystery Science Theater, if you will. And I'm going to fade it in. So make sure to like and subscribe on Viral Media Network 415. It's a little dark, but you can see there's Zion I, Zumbi on the left, and Deuce Eclipse on the right. And they do live commentary. Let's just watch a little clip of this.
Ooh, the editing. Uh-oh. Who are you? I am the ghost-faced killer. No, he should take the mask off and cover his arms. Underarm style. Sticky owner style. Go. So would you say this guy's a ninja? Oh, look at that was tight. That was tight. You see that? That was dope. Whoever gets slapped next, take a drink. No, something in the darkness lurks. It's the girl. Run! She's naked. Run!
All right, so you kind of get the idea of that. That's Viral Media Networks 415. That's Hip Hop Kung Fu Theater. Check it out there. There's the title right there. Let me take this off so you can see it better. So make sure to like and subscribe. There's Viral Media Network 415. Hip Hop Kung Fu Theater 5000. This is only the first episode. I want to do more. So, yeah. So that's our channel. I want to also recommend some other YouTube channels. One for me is the Angry Video Game Nerd. The YouTube channel is actually Cinemassacre. So let me bring that up here. Cinemassacre does this one called the Angry Video Game Nerd, and it's basically he does old retro video game reviews, and I'm not going to put the music on.
It's been.
But he basically, you look at all these games he's got there. But basically, he has this kind of way of doing it. You just have to watch it. It's really funny. He talks about really bad games. Sometimes he talks about good games, but usually he talks about really bad games and how angry it makes him feel, and all this stuff. So check him out. The other one I want to share is Jamal, not Jamal. Or sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Hold on. Let me stop this for a sec. Jamal, aka Jamal. So what he does is he listens to quote unquote white music or like rock music or whatever, something you wouldn't typically think a black guy listens to, and he listens to it.
All right, YouTube family, welcome back to the channel for part 2. Thank you guys for sticking around, man. Pink Floyd. Hey, you guys requesting this? Never heard this? I've probably heard a Pink Floyd song and don't even know I have. But
So he's also young, so he's not really from that era. But anyways,
we ain't gonna waste no time, baby. Let's get right into it.
so I'll hear you a little sample.
They did there.
See, he like did, he's like, oh, I've never heard this. And then he's just like, what? Right? He's like, oh. So yeah, so that's just like a little sample of what he does, and that's funny. So those are the two YouTube channels that I recommend for this show. The podcast I recommend is The Broken Record, and that's Rick Rubin. Let me see if I can find a. And if you don't know Rick Rubin, he produced Red Hot Chili Peppers. He produced Beastie Boys' Licensed to Ill and all sorts of other stuff that I can't think of off the top of my head. But he interviews all sorts of. Let's see. Broken Record. Of course, Smith Songs podcast. Here we go. So, anyways, Rick Rubin, he's a G, and so here's some of the people he's Nathaniel Ratcliffe, Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead, Esperanza Spalding. Oh, look, DMC, James Taylor, Run the Jewels, Robbie Robertson, Ozzy Osbourne, and Sharon Osbourne, Booker T and Booker T and the MJs. My favorite that they did recently was with Andre 3000. So definitely check that podcast out. Just all this stuff, all these Roseanne Cash, Questlove from the Roots, Tom Petty. I guess this must have been before he passed. David Byrne, Pentatonic, Love Junkies, Mary Gaither. I don't even know some of these folks. T-Bone Burnett, Linda Perry, Tyler the Creator. Look at this. Wyclef Jean. So definitely check him out. Jack White and Brendan Benson of the Raconteurs. I don't know, but you know Jack White from the White Stripes. Niles Rogers. Sorry, Niles Rogers. I'm just so where's Andre 3000? That's toward the end of this. Yeah, there's Andre 3000. Brittany Howard. She's from the Alabama. I'm gonna butcher that, so I'm not even gonna. Bon Ivers, past and present. No, Nora Jones, Flea. I don't even know who this is. Fecca Twigs. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend to know what that is. So I'm a little out of touch on some of this stuff. But anyways, you get the idea. So go follow that. The other one I wanted to say is Jada Pinkett Smith's podcast. It's a show. It's on Facebook Watch. But I like to think of it as a podcast because it's short. It's not like a full TV show, and it's a little more free form, like a podcast. But here's her mom, and here's her daughter Willow, and so that's the kind of premise of the show. Is and he has Snoop Dogg on. Medical results. So he's got Will Smith on there sometimes. Just all sorts of different. They're not. I think. Anyway, so this is the latest episode. Go check it out. It's with Snoop, but it's open format. It's about family. It's about life. It's about all that kind of good stuff. I definitely recommend it. So go check that out. And finally, we're gonna end the show with our book recommendation, and that book recommendation is In the Field by Jesse Longcrane. Now, Jesse's a good friend of mine. I really recommend this book. It's about it's actually about child soldiers, youth soldiers in Africa, and it's really good. It's his first novel, so I want to shout him out for that. And go check it out. So let me read the descriptor here, the sort of description about it, and we can go from there. Sorry, I'm trying to cue up the song so I can get out of here. But anyways, journalist Orrin Perth disappeared in the field somewhere in East Africa after delivering a powerful article on Christy Lokeka, whose son Paul had been snatched by the militia operating there, leaving her husband dead. Orrin's mother, Liz, herself a retired reporter and heedless of her battle with cancer, is determined to find him. So yeah, there's the website we just looked at, but I wanted to show you Jesse's website, and that's just jesselongcrane.com. And so you can find out more information about his biography. There's his novel. But yeah, as Liz and Christine deal with their son's disappearance in their own and different ways, Orrin and Paul struggle to stay alive without losing their humanity in the process. This powerful debut novel grapples with the ethical dilemmas of conflict reporting as seen through the complex and compelling relationships between two mothers and their sons. It's a great book. And again, I have to admit, I'm so sorry. I haven't finished it. As I mentioned on one of the earlier vlogs, I have a really bad habit of picking up a book and not finishing it. So that's part of the reason I have all these recommendations, is like I have all these recommendations, but actually haven't finished them all. But some of these books I have finished. But so there you go. There's the 9th episode. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This will be archived on the VMN vlog playlist. And let me just go through, get that business out of the way one more time. So the YouTube channel here is Viral Media Network 415. And what else do we got? Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. And we've also got, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Here, Viral Media Network 415, viralmedianetwork.com, viralmedia.network on Instagram, or on Facebook, just search Viral Media Network, all 3 words. And once again, I am Sam DJ Lumberjack. That's where you can find me. Like, subscribe, share. This is the vlog. This is episode 9, the VMN vlog. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. again. Thank you so much.